Hello there everyone and welcome back. We had a little bit of a mismatch there when I went up against Solare, mainly because I forgot my damn gladiuses there. I went with 4 strike cruisers, kind of instinctively thinking it was a 600 point battle, because in all honesty, all the battles I did with my 4 strike cruisers were all 600 point battles, so I just instinctually went in there, not realizing it was a 700 point battle, so I forgot to field 2 gladiuses that kind of serve as my spotters, my scouts, and harassers. And of course, they have the durability to not instantly die. Here's hoping to a bunch of lance fires. So there was a lot of potential there up until I got super aggressive, even without the lack of sensors, which would have been really helpful there. As it stands, I only had 2 beacons available to me because I was trying to be a little more well-rounded and have 2 Stormhawk squadrons available. It actually would not have been too terribly bad if I had 4 beacons, because then I could have arguably just brute force detection on him until I got the shields down on at least some of his critical ships, like that Hellbringer, since he was leaving it pretty vulnerable and it was even getting hit by blind dumbfire torpedoes. So I really need to learn to not be so aggressive, I guess, ideally. And the second match dragged on quite a bit, needless to say, but it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. I was a little bit of the underdog because none of my upgrades really give me extra power aside for maybe the belt armor, where that way I'm not immediately screwed if I ever take a proud critical hit at the start of a match. But nonetheless, it was a fun match. It was a good experience, so I'm going to see if we can continue it and not get stopped horribly by more chaos. Ideally. Alright, we're fighting Eldar once again there, so as much as I would love to try and experiment more with my battle cruisers, my battle barge and all that, I don't like giving him the leeway to do whatever he wants with a slower fleet. I like the idea of chasing him. I really do like that. It's just, again, like I mentioned before, I like to add a little bit of variety to be able to say that I am confident in my Eldar matchup. Oh, and these are lances. I don't want Novas. Although they are actually faster than my gladiuses, so they do have use there. Their weaponry is not as ideal, though, mainly because of the lances. So, standard cruiser clash. I have ways to defend against at least heavy amounts of bombers there. I just got to try and be more consistent if I'm going to go this route. Because I feel like strike cruisers and all that are sitting ducks, especially bombers. Well, they can do decently against the pulsars, at least with some shield transfers, but if he's going the eclipses and void stalker, they're going to still melt really quickly. I think that much is safe to say, which is why I'm really hesitant on going more strike cruisers. I need to know, well, I don't know what I'm saying. I am just, well, if nothing else, I just like to feel like I can at least combat them with a good variety. I'm thinking kind of like the ranked mode play, in all honesty. In like a best of 3 setup. Sure, I can cripple his fleet really damn well with the Vanguards, but what happens when I don't have the Vanguards for like a match 3, as it were? Am I just going to die horribly since I have no experience on how to use my strike cruisers or battle barges? That's what I'm trying to get at, in all honesty. Doesn't really matter for standard best of 1, mind you, for obvious reasons, but let's see, what kind of formation do I want to do? I want to try and mix up a tiny bit, make it so that way these gladies, well, that's not too difficult to actually do, in all honesty, so let's just get this all set up properly. So you're going to be group 2, this group here is 1, and group 3, well, once I get rid of these ones, they're going to be in the back. Same formation as before. What I'm trying to do is make it so that way I have an easy way to launch my torpedoes if I want to make use of them. Maybe not so much right away, because that's kind of pointless, but more for something that maybe I'm either chasing, of course, or something that's like on my flank or behind me, and kind of force it to disengage. I kind of mentioned this already before when I played, was it in my last Eldar match? I think it was, no, it wasn't Crooked, it was like some other Eldar, I think. And nice tight formation is always good because more point defense that way. I just gotta remember where my frigates are kind of placed so that way I don't get accidentally mixed up. Kind of like this a little bit. I'm going to have to remember my group 2 needs to go a little bit more to the left, just slightly, to help keep a good posture, or keep a good consistent formation at least. We'll see how this goes. We have a Gascon on the right. He's got 5 ships there, and we got a damn mine in our way. That's always fun, isn't it? Way to ruin all my hard, what is it? All the effort I put into this damn formation is ruined at the first 30 seconds of the match. Not even 30 seconds. But it is going to slow down my Vanguard some. So, let's get going. And get everything back in formation. There we go. A little bit of an open space in the middle, but that's not too bad. And the plan is pretty straightforward, as I already mentioned. Try and get super aggressive and try to get maximum value out of my orders. As many lock-ons as possible while minimizing either silent run for negating bombers or brace for impacts, ideally. That is the dream, anyway. So, now the big question is what ships are going where. I need to figure out the formation. I want to try and punish any spread out formations he has. Okay. Let's get moving, shall we? He doesn't have bombers, so that's good for me. And I have vision already, so not everything's jammed just yet, but it looks like someone's using my fleet. Alright, so everyone get on here. I like to say they're using my formation. I don't know if that's true or not. So, focus everything. She did shield disruptor, but that doesn't mean much. I did lock on with my Vanguards because I am kind of rushing this some, but lock on's really good. And lots of bombs. Bombs are not a huge threat. I just gotta make sure I hit them with them. Yeah, and I burnt all my supply. I burnt all my boosters, but we did amazing damage. So now, try and keep this nice and consistent. Now, can I keep hitting him is the question. Because yeah, he's coming in. This eclipse will be gone soon. He does have a Void Stalker, but I am kind of flying away from him, so that's not too terrible just yet. I need to hit his damn thing. So, keep flying. Can't run with that just yet. Killing these things would be good. They're only torpedoes, mind you, so this is probably actually ultimately a big mistake. Because I am hitting this thing some. Not much, mind you, but I am hitting it. That is almost gone. Let's see, his Void Stalker's falling apart. So, he's spreading out, but I am running away from him relatively well, so I had this situation as before, let's see, when I was playing as Eldar, so I know it's not the most convenient chasing at something. I am in a bit of a mess though, and I'm not actually killing anything. That's the only big downside. So, just avoid these bombers as much as I can, because flying away is like the best defense against that Void Stalker. I just still need to kill these damn things. I'm not gaining any progress if I'm not killing his ships. And I almost got lock on about up. Not enough critical hits. And I could silent run if needed. And I also gotta keep my formation nice and tight here. And also, keep in mind more bombers. He may even be hitting himself in all honesty. That is a possibility too. Because his one ship vanished, it's probably repairing. But it's not doing much yet, and I do have repairs underway for my rear ships. And also, some of my ships are getting hit in right now. Now, can I get a nice board in? That would be nice. Although another thing I've been failing to do is not prioritizing my components, have I? So get moving. He's not getting a lot of damage with that, and that's only a shield disruption. Almost gone. Keep going. Keep finishing this damn thing. He's getting the... Okay, I am getting a little bit disorganized now, and that bomb did do enough damage. And I didn't want to lock on either. Now, I don't think I have the firepower, sadly, to finish off with a Void Stalker. We could try, though. Because there's still 3 ships and he still has that damn Eclipse. So yeah, that's the big problem, damn it, is that I'm not killing his ships fast enough. Even though I have that potential. And now, I don't have enough backbone. Yeah, and bombers just immediately killed my Vanguards too, so... If I had killed that Eclipse somehow earlier, that would not have been an issue, but... Even with lock-ons, I didn't have the raw firepower I needed. It begs the question if I should have gone after the Void Stalker, because it honestly would have been easier. That is a genuine question, if I should have gone after the Void Stalker instead. Because I gave him a massive run for his money. And his jamming was pretty pointless, because he didn't actually jam my entire fleet very well. Because this is over. Let me try and preserve my fleet. At least my 1 Vanguard. Because if that Eclipse dies sooner, would I have less issue? Probably should have focused the Void Stalker, because again, he did not have bombers on his Eclipses there, so that was probably a mistake. Although, I wasn't really paying attention of the movement speed of his ship, so I could have determined which one was the Void Stalker anyway. I just didn't bother to look that closely. And of course, I said this before about when I was playing Orc, wasn't it? The priority is the Void Stalker, because if he's running away from me all the time, that's basically half his firepower gone for what? Just 200 more health, so it is worthwhile, not to mention it's slower. So, gotta stop being fixated, so... We'll see if I get a rematch there and we can try it again. And I get a Lost in Warp effect, unfortunately, but it is getting closer to level 8, which is kind of what I need. It is kind of what I need. We'll see how he changes his playstyle, because his Sam Hand did almost nothing there. And I didn't even have any beacons. He just has to commit more with his jamming if he wants to get more value out of that. But nonetheless, we'll try it again there. I still got Vanguards to spare. Alright, the rematch is real. I already know what I'm doing, but I'll wait until he clicks in before I do mine, because I don't want to make it seem too obvious now, right? Again, if these had, like, bombardment cannons or something, then that'd probably be more useful. It's still a question. Were my Thunderhawks and boring torpedoes at, like, flanking ships were useful at deterring them? That's the real question. Because if he's forced to turn around and make evasive maneuvers, then he's not getting value out of his pulsars, let alone his torpedoes, which I think is worth doing that. We'll have to see. Nonetheless, we'll make the dang, Void Stalker the priority this time. I just need to look at his fleet, because it's not actually too difficult to know which is which, because of the fast speed difference. Because what? His Void Stalker goes 225, and guess what? My Vanguards and Gladiuses go the exact same speed, so chasing that down isn't difficult. It's the micro warp jump I need to be prepared for. I'm pretty certain there's a micro warp jump of some kind on that damn thing. So, what do I want to do? Where do I want to go? Because there's not really much gas clouds to utilize. And again, it comes down a lot to how much would that have helped me if I actually could get the damn kill on the Eclipse there when it flew off finally. I wonder, because I did ran out of boosters on most of my ships, which is kind of probably why he got away in the first place. We'll see. We will see. Actually, let me make these groups together. Try and withhold my numbers a little bit, although he's probably already got a good idea what to expect. And I want a tighter formation too, with that said. So this is group 2, once I remember my damn Gladius, because it didn't deploy. Group 1, get set. And we'll just reposition everything afterwards in Group 3. At least this is a lot more convenient than having to rotate the camera, if nothing else. Because it could be very jarring trying to keep track with that tiny little difference when I actually attempt to put everything back. And I didn't group up. For some reason, I didn't group up one, damn it. So much for that. Let's fix this once and for all. Because this is taking too much longer than needed, and of course my talking doesn't help as far as quickly deploying, so I apologize there. Oh well. It's a sound formation, it's a solid formation considering how long I survived, but I gotta make sure I'm able to do it effectively and consistently. So let's get this started again, shall we? So 6 ships this time, so I guess he didn't repair his eclipse, so now, easy answer, which one's the Void Stalker? Probably the one on the left.
Astartes vessel ready.
Okay, so he knows all my strategies is what it tells me.
Ready for battle.
Now I gotta make sure everything's good.
To where we are needed.
So, I think we know which one's the Void Stalker. I gotta stop getting tunnel vision, because I think that's also part of the problem. Is I see the first target, and then I try and recklessly go after him. Which, I guess is part of the same issue I've been having, explaining with how I gotta stop being so aggressive, especially on like Chaos or that. Because it seems like I'm doing well when I can keep safely not get detected. Yeah, okay, that doesn't look like a Void Stalker, that's torpedoes, but I can at least hold position if needed. So he's got Auroras this time. So we only got one bomber to deal with, so this looks promising, but the other ships are probably hitting then, because I wasn't paying attention for Silent Run. Damn it! I thought I was actually good here. Although I could still dodge these. Okay, everything's jammed, so everything get moving. I am jammed for a few moments, actually. I could fix this here. I do have my own fighters. I did get hit by torpedoes really well, but he did get torpedo hits, but it is spread out. That's the main thing. And once this thing dies, that's all good. So, Group 1, you lock on. A little bit of damage isn't a big deal. I just gotta actually kill these components properly. Now, aim my boring torpedoes at this properly. He is dying fast. I used up all my boosters. That's another mistake, damn it. I am doing damage there. I thought I had boring torpedoes going, but this is surprisingly going well as far as hitting the flank. I just need to be mindful of these torpedoes. Oh. Okay. If he wants to hold still, I could put real effort into this now. As far as dodging these torpedoes. I thought I could only get hit by one. Nope. Let's finish this off. This is the only carrier. This is the real threat, in all honesty. I just gotta make sure I'm actually doing this properly. Because he is trying to hit my flank, and it's not actually going very well. Alright, everything get going. Let's finish this off. It's his only main carrier ship. The Solarises aren't really doing much. Just gotta keep everything good formation. Damn it. I'm getting a little too carried away here. But, without a doubt, this thing's dead. He is trying to hit my cruiser. He is trying to hit the strike cruisers or the Vanguards, but the fire assaults alone could almost kill this thing. I just gotta watch the health of some of my ships and maybe adapt my formation some. Because it is messing up with some. Oh crap, you're about to turn into that. I thought you were clear. Ah, that's a shame. A little embarrassing, but I'm trying to actually keep formation too. That's pretty damn important for the point defense alone. So, yeah, and this is the reason why, because now all my formations is off. And you're not going to turn in time. So you're going to take those hits. So everything get back grouped together. That was a big threat. He does... I'm not seeing pulsars, but I can get moving. Gotta make sure everything's actually firing full value. And he still has the Solarises. Solarises are probably the bigger threat. Also, yeah, he's running away now, but... Okay, those torpedoes are dodges. I want those Solarises. The Solarises are the main threat, if I could somehow do it, without getting my ships all killed off. Alright. Get everything moving again. We're doing damage, but these are a little more mobile this time, so it's going to be a little more trickier now. And my Vanguards are actually getting hit. Okay, let's individually control some of these. Although the problem with that is I'm not going to know which are burning retros and all that, so... Get moving. Try and kill these engines some more, because I don't even think I got an engine critical hit on even the shadow, the carrier shadow. You lost the deck, you lost your generator, which doesn't... It does help with my macro cans. But that's only torpedoes, so... That's not a huge threat. So Solarises continue chasing them down. Try and mitigate this bomber damage some. And if I can shoot them, then I'll continue to do so. Oh, they're going to ram each other a little bit, which makes this even more awkward. But I have vision, I have the range. I just got to turn off the boosters like I was planning. And your generators aren't gone there, unfortunately. But your engines is prioritized. And once I spot them, I should be good to just send bombers or Thunderhawks at them. Because I have permanent vision of them. I probably shouldn't have launched those, but his star cannons are not actually too terribly scary on their own. And those both are torpedo cruisers, so he's going to have a hard time chasing me. I just got to make sure I don't make it easy for him to hit me, because he has to boost if he wants to chase. And he is going to get cornered shortly, but what are my alternatives now? I still have vision, I'm still shooting, but all he has to do is basically, oh, hold that thought, I got bombers coming in. Can deal with those bombers relatively well. And that has no generators, but I am vulnerable here, and I would like to reload in all honesty. I would like to reload. So Thunderhawks, try and do that there. We dealt with the Solarises bombers really well. This is going to go on for a little bit longer, but... Come on, get moving. I told you to move. I don't know why you're not moving, but you're not doing it. Okay, is everyone not moving? Okay. My frigates are a little bit vulnerable to that, but I do have the sensor range, so it's not like, without using like a beacon or something, it's not like he can effectively shoot these things without me seeing them as well. But my formation is getting a little bit messed up. But we got bombers going for that, and now this thing should be all but dead. Can I brace for impact? No. Keep moving. Keep firing. They are autocast torpedoes, mind you, but... Oh, this is going to hurt some. But can I get out of the way? Yes. Both my Vanguards are alive, and one of his main bombers is gone. It should be gone in a moment, damn it. Once I tell it to stop boosting. So, you get your repairs going. You get your repairs going. And sadly, I am losing this attrition game. You think going after Shadow with the bombers would be a good idea, but I'm not taking the torpedoes as seriously as I could have either. Come on, get... yeah, I am losing control a little bit here. because of my silent run and all that. I'm gonna have to group these all together now, because now control is going really bad for me. I'm still in good shape. There's only one carrier ship left to go. He's got these ships taking free damage, quite frankly. But the Solaris can have a field day with me if I'm not careful. And I'm even getting hit by my boarding torpedoes, so... Solaris is the biggest threat. And if I could keep remembering to refresh my fighters, that'd be useful. Alright, boarding torpedoes are coming right after that, so that's good. That is, in all honesty, the biggest threat because of its bombers alone. If I had enough of a focus to actually just dodge the torpedoes, all he has really are star cannons. And I have turrets to really shoot from the side, so I can deal with these relatively well. So you keep going. Yeah, this is kind of what I'm talking about. The auto pathing is making them collide with each other too. And bombers are going to kill that. You did have repairs available, unfortunately, but I think we try and kill what's almost dead. Unfortunately, I stopped boosting at the last second, so that was a mistake. So this is going to be painful. So that's unfortunate. Can I still kill the strike cruiser though? Or the Shadow? I seriously doubt I can, because again, this Solaris is kind of the bigger threat.
Only in death does duty end.
And it is so close to death too.
Astartes vessel ready.
This could still be a victory. Yeah, there's the dang fighters, the bombers. Did I kill enough of them? Okay, I killed enough of the bombers. Thank God. I have repairs easily negate that, and I haven't been doing my boring either, which is a bit of a shame, but in all honesty, I want to do the regular boring whenever I can. Now, can I kill this thing quickly? Okay, so he only has 2 Altioc, whatever the Ranger upgrade is, and that still has full health, unfortunately. And he finally decides to put a beacon on me. So there's the first. This is not over yet, but it's not in my favor, unfortunately, because I've been missing out on a lot of my cooldowns. This has been surprisingly overwhelming. I did burn all my boosters too. But he has no more bombers. It's a little bit too late, unfortunately, there. And I have been prioritizing engines, so not enough damage on the engines to warrant it. I can at least keep vision, though. So, let's turn off the autocast and start using these proper. To force him to to run away with his cruise. Dang it! And he just gets out of vision right away. So much for those torpedoes being useful. And this is just going to continue to take hits, but that's almost dead. It's not going to do much for me. Because now I'm in a conflict of interest on what I want to do. Kill the cruiser, because this thing's still going to die. It has 95 armor though, so maybe it can survive a little bit longer. It's heavily damaged, just a few more turret shots will do. Or any critical hit, because his boosters alone makes it easy for him. Let's see. I would like to kill that as well. I have the health for it with two ram attempts, and my 95 armor is actually making it difficult for him to hit. He's heavily damaged, so he can't really run, and I have shields up now. Okay, I can dodge these, right? I haven't lost my engines yet. He has a reload. And sadly, that's heavily damaged, so it can't repair. If I was a little bit better about controlling, somehow managing like 12 ships and dodging the torpedoes, maybe I'd be in better shape. So it's kind of my own doing, I'll be fair. But what else can I do just yet? Because these are about to get the repairs. They still have health. They still have their lock on. And we have about 7 minutes left of this match, so All I need is a good critical hit or two.
Show us the enemy. Move into position.
Now, watch for the torpedoes.
Astartes vessel
Okay,
ready.
tell me you kill that thing, damn it.
At your
All I need is one more good hit.
show us the enemy. Tactical maneuver.
Okay, we may be in decent shape. He can still kill the Vanguard.
Space Marines.
And I don't have a brace for impact. Well, I am about to have a brace for impact, so this single-handedly helps my issue a lot.
Standard
I just need fission and constant fission.
underway.
Although I rushed the brace for impact a little bit,
The battle.
I'll be honest.
At your command.
And sadly, that might just burn to death.
I am listening.
So, can it do the damage it needs to?
Course.
Which ideally is killing the engines just once.
Space Marines ready.
It's probably not going to get it, but
Where we are needed.
it is going to burn. I think that much is safe to say.
Repositioning. Ready for battle.
Come on. Oh yeah, your boosters are off, that's why.
Tactical maneuver engaged.
We're not out of it just yet. These Gladiuses are still going to be difficult to pin down. Especially with their excessive range. I'm just not going to get any experience.
To where we are needed.
And I'm half conflicted whether I want to lock on or save the brace for impact. Because these are still relatively durable.
Your command.
And he is still right, but I am going to chase him and my boosters are going to come back on. Let's lock on. He's committed to just running until his torpedoes come back on.
Astartes vessel ready.
I just got to watch for those torpedoes. That was the main fault of mine. I didn't take the torpedoes as seriously as they could have. As I seriously could have. And he got a lot more damage than he probably could have. But to be fair, with the tight formation, some of those torpedoes are bound to hit me. I think that's reasonable to say, because as we saw, just trying to do normal movement caused a little bit of pathing issue.
I am listening.
So just turn around, get ready for his torpedoes. Because what I would like to do is just ram him.
Hold course.
Because he's making these shots easy.
Engage.
I already dodged those torpedoes, so ramming speed.
At your command.
I want the ram, I wasn't going to get it.
Repositioning.
I don't know what to make of this match. If I should be excited to win, or feel like I did horrible and performed subparly because of, like I said before, those torpedoes. I probably could have managed them, I just didn't take them seriously.
Underway. Redirect.
So, this is pretty much over because Ram is going to do more damage to him than it is to me. Simple as that.
Tactical maneuver engaged.
But for the first match anyway, I think it's safe to say, woo! Dancing little Gladiuses there for us as a little bit of a celebratory dance. Well. It was definitely a good learning experience. Hard to say if it was fun or not. It was nice having a massive fleet, but it started to fall apart at some point. With the controls, you could see it a little bit with how disorganized my fleet was becoming. But we survived. Again, I feel like that would have gone so much better if I took those torpedoes more seriously. I underestimate them. Because brace for impact doesn't mean much, because the torpedoes automatically ignore armor, so there wasn't like... I couldn't just brace for impact to mitigate it. It doesn't work like that with Eldar torpedoes, so... I don't know if I should be happy with that victory or really disappointed with myself. It was a long one, needless to say, and definitely a damn good learning experience as a result. Because the other matches with using my Vanguard seemed like it was way too easy or it shouldn't be working. That's the impression I got with all the other Vanguard Gladius fleets I deployed against Eldar.